Alright, here we are back once again with more Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. So, I actually went ahead and looked at this to see what we could actually do. That way I didn't spend like the first 15 minutes looking at all this. So, we're going to be picking up, well, if I actually press the right buttons, that would be fantastic. We're going to be picking up skinning time. We're looking for a few good skinners to help us skin chocobos. It's not much of a living, but someone's got to do it. Navarro, Chocobo Ranch. Well, it's kind of morbid, but I mean, I guess I get it. It's the same idea of, like, hey, you gotta butcher the cows and all that. Yeah. More power to the people that can actually do it, because, oh me. I am not that type of person. I could do it if I had to, I just wouldn't like it. Ship needed is another one. I need a ship to take me to the barbarian lands. It's just me, so a small craft will do. Strange warrior, okay. Well, if we're gonna have a warrior needs, we'll have Xenolay take care of that. What else? We have 3 others we can do. Another wanted mission. This month's wanted. Gabbana Brothers for 13,600 gil. Jeez. 4 counts of theft. Rosati slain. Always together. Targets desert travelers. Okay. Ulagan Bog. Won't someone help me build a bridge over Ulagan Bog? It really speed up the travel. Ileana, young girl. Okay, fine. Builders. We might have a problem. Okay. We'll have Wagner do that. We saw a few walking. So if someone's walking, that means it's a nah, they might be able to do it, but it's not guaranteed. The jumping is guaranteed. Well, actually, I don't know if it's guaranteed. I think it is. If it's not, it's like a 90-10%, you know? So, there's that. Even after the historical finds in the Ulagan Bog, the Royal Mage Academy says there might be more lying hidden out there. Azera, the street tier. Okay. Well, we'll pick that up as well. That's our story mission. But we are going to look... Actually, hold on. I forgot. Are there any more rumors? No new rumors. Not any more than normal, anyway. Like with us being criminals. But well, we're 30... filthy, dirty criminals here, apparently. I'm not entirely... Tricky Spirits. Clan Marble. I guess Marble's not moving. I'm not sure exactly where Wanted is, though. That's a bit weird. Am I gonna have... I thought... You know... I'll have to look. Damage to animal. Oh my goodness. I'm glad there's no animals here. No time magic and no wind. Alright. Well, we'll bring... We'll bring some people. Sammy, you're going to be up. Carlos. And Jang. Yeah, you're gonna go there. So, yeah, we should be fine. Sammy. Can I steal your armor, sir? Leather guard. Kind of useless, but you know what? I should look to see what armor everyone has. Chain plate. Well, this is Clan Marble, so I'm not expecting anything. Yeah, that is the one thing. Even though, as you can see, even though a lot of these individuals have leveled up in terms of their actual level to be close to yours, the one difference is that they don't gain more skills, which isn't always a bad thing. Well, I get that. Deals massive amounts of MP damage to all enemies. Okay. MP damage does not matter. Especially in this fight. But, the... Like, on one hand, I'm glad that they still do send, like, essentially Clan Marble to go, for you to fight. Because, especially if you have new clan members, it makes it easier to level them up and you're not having to worry about the multitude of abilities that enemies might have that are overwhelming. Which is really nice that you don't have to deal with that. If you're... hold on. Yeah, we'll do that. It's really nice that you don't have to deal with that. And also, it's a decent way to keep yourself leveling up. I prefer this over the random... Not really... Well, actually, I shouldn't... It's not really random, but the fights that happen in Advance 2, they're... I don't know. The random fights aren't as good. And then, if you free an area, the enemies just don't respawn. It's like, why? That makes no sense. I don't know. It's unfortunate for sure because I like, as far as gameplay goes, like from start to finish, I like Tactics Advance 2 more. But I like the story of this one better. And I like a lot of the animations in this one better. It's a weird thing. It's a weird back and forth. Because there's things I like about both. But I would say as far as like what they did with animations and story in this game, I like them so much more in this game. As far as like what the attacks look like, and they don't try to make a lot of the attacks look the same as they do in Advance 2. And I think because the Mog Attack and Air Render have like the exact same animation. Just like, why? That makes no sense. Even though in a way they are the same move, they are different. But they did fix the brokenness with Air Render, unfortunately. But they did power it. I think they gave a little bit more power to Mog Attack, though. Because, golly, that's an awful move in this game, as I've shown. And have complaint about. Because it's like, Mogs get their version of Air Render, and it sucks. It's like, golly. And it's a sad thing, because I actually like the Moogles as a race. It's just, for some reason, they just really did not give them anything that was good except Gunner in this game. And it makes me sad. Alright. Carlos, we're going to move over here. Thundra. I'm glad I'm able to get all of the judge points. And Bolt Sword. Yay, Jang leveled up! But as far as like Tactics Advance 2 goes, I like the fact that I keep making comparisons because I've played both of them a lot, both this game and that game a lot, and the sequel is, well, obviously the sequel. And I like that Advance 2 actually gave everyone the AP, so people can learn stuff even if they're not in your battle, although it makes sense that you don't. But hold on. Should I? No, I shouldn't. That's dumb. Why would I do that? But I would say probably, as far as just like an overall experience, I think Advance 2 is better. If you've never played either one of these games and you want to give one of them a shot, the other game's better. The sequel's better, just overall. This has got a little bit more of a clunkiness to it. So, it's just very much in the, well, you'd have to make that decision yourself if you want to deal with the clunky jank from time to time. You wanna have some Bolt Sword? Apparently not. Yes, you cannot move. But yeah, my personal gripe is leveling up in Advance 2 is a bigger pain to deal with than leveling up in this game. And I just... I don't know. Well, leveling up in this game is better. But, man, if the level up system was better in Advance 2, I actually would probably prefer that one. Alright. You've completed that. You got Chakra finally! Oh my gosh. Ooh. Nice. Ganging up. Okay. I do already have a ganging up one. Well, I didn't use that, so we're good. Uh-oh. Seth! What are you doing here? Unfortunately, you don't have much to offer here. Sorry. Letitia passed. Why? Let's look at a thing real quick. No, not that. Where was this? Thankfully, it says desert. I guess it might be from the Aleut Sands. That or it's from... Okay, it's Jersall. Or Jeraw. Not Jersall. What the heck am I at? What letters am I adding to that? Oh my gosh. Alright. Hold on. You and what's that? Who was it that mastered a thing again? Oh my gosh. I had them. It was you. That's right. Almost mastered reflex. We're getting there. Chakra, air render, exercise, whirlwind. I think that's all the ones you have. Yep. Okay. Oh my gosh. Double sword! Yes. This is one of the 2 skills that take 999 AP to master. But oh my gosh, is it not worth it? How close are you? Barely. Okay. Well, that doesn't matter. Because it's probably going to take us most of the playthrough at this point to actually master this daggum move. But it's going to be really worth it. I need to do this before I can actually do the thing. So, okay. I mean, I can do this for now. Because I don't think he's got ninja combo. No. So he can try to... He could just master both at this point. I was wondering if I was going to get that anytime soon. I'm glad we finally have it, though. I'll give you the Gaia gear. You can have Thieves' Hat. I don't think we'll ever really use it, though. And you get to have... Dash Boots. So, if it wasn't obvious, double sword allows you to equip 2 weapons, and you get to learn the skills from both weapons if you haven't learned it. Or you can just use it to give yourself the ability to learn, other than learning stuff quicker, or you could just equip weapons that are more powerful and just go to town and beat everybody up. Getting this weapon is actually really nice. If we can get the double cast, that would be fantastic. We're not there. We don't have that weapon yet, though, unfortunately. We'll find it. It's just... It's gonna be a minute. And looking at what time we have, we should be fine to... If I have to cut this one out, I will. If not, then Time Magic 1 and Gunmanship. Why in the world do you like to do this to me, game? Alright. Well, it's only 4, so... we should be fine. Really? We dodge that. Oh, man, that's just rude. Well, your never miss damage is actually gonna miss. Alright, Toby. Of course. Because you want to lose, I guess. Alright. Jokes aside, we are going to have someone be given their last rites. Just get rid of them. That's a whole individual we don't have to worry about. No healing can fix that, unless you have revive. But you don't. Alright, get off. I guess you're gonna attack... No, you're going there. Okay. This is such an unfair fight. and I don't mind. I don't mind at all that this is an unfair fight. Alright. Ooh. Yeah, the double sword is basically the non-skill needed double shot for the humans. And it's so nice. Because it doesn't cut the damage in half at all. It keeps the damage and you're able to do a whole lot with it. Oh no, a 3 damage. I'm scared. Bro. They've only hit me for doing it to do damage once this entire time. This is an obliteration. I'm sorry. That took no time whatsoever. You know, it's that time of year, and I absolutely hate that it's that time of year. We're getting so many of those daggone political texts, and I don't know how I got on any of these people's list or how they got my number. Sorry, that's tangent. Anyway, we did a thing. Alright, who wants to... Bjorn! Well, Bjorn, you do not have any skills. That is the unfortunate thing. And I need people who have skills. Being very defensive, while nice, is not the only way to get through this. Alright. Let's go! So no knives, no corner. Oh, we can't give people their last rites. That's unfortunate. And no color magic. Now I kind of wish the time magic was illegal. Dang it. All right, fine. So sabers, prayer, and missiles are going to be rewarded. Well, we'll bring Marsh. Bring Gilbert. Actually, Wagner would not be good for this. We'll bring Sammy. We'll bring Darcy. We'll bring Douglas. And we'll bring Eldina. Yeah. Bounty hunters, Kupo! Let's scram! You won't get away, Gabbana brothers! Defeat the boss. Well, that happened. I forgot. I might have won it, but I can't really change that at this point, I guess. Lil Gabbana. That's hilarious. Yankee. Okay. Barley. Swordbreaker. Ooh. I think that's actually steel weapon. Okay. I don't have steel weapon, so... Again, it's one of those... I don't have the one I want, unfortunately. So we're just gonna have to go with it. I do have the ability to steal the armor if I wanted, and their shields. I might steal the Mog's shield, the boss's shield, just so it'll be easier to deal with. But have some fire. No. Alright, Eldna. Well, no, not Eldna. Darcy, we're going to actually move you over here. Because I have a better way to do this. Remove. So much damage. You may have last haste, but you are not long for this plane of existence, Moogle. Dude, almost did 100 damage. Oh, he's gonna do that. I mean, that makes sense. I do have a way to deal with that, though. But you did not even get to disarm me. How unfortunate for you. Red magic. Double cast. Heavy dust. Blizzard. Oh, shoot. I used red magic. That's my fault. Yeah, that was actually a goof on my end. I might be forfeiting something, unfortunately. Hopefully it's not the money. Well, I guess more so the items. If it's, like, I would say probably the best way I could go about that is just getting the violation for the losing a few cards or something. Oh, I wanted to hit. I want to try to take care of all the enemies before I take out the boss, but it looks like that. Okay. I was gonna say, if he's just gonna straight up attack Marsh, he's gone. All or nothing attack does 58. That's a decent amount, but it's not enough. Oh, are you? Okay. I thought he was gonna try to smack Marsh on the head. Like, nope. That would have been funny for me, but not so funny for you. Alright, yeah, you can go heal yourself. You can do your little thing where you get... oh, you didn't even bother moving. Okay. Oh, going at it again, eh? Well... yeah, that didn't even work, bro. And then you move back over there. Alright. Actually, no. We're gonna move this way. Just to get that taken care of. You know, I will say this though. It's hilarious that I read like, hey, don't use color magic, and I immediately use color magic on my character's first turn that they get the chance to, because double magic. Let's do Ifrit. No, that's actually going to cause problems. Yes. I think, actually, I don't know if I mentioned... actually, I can't remember if this was seen on screen or not. I'm trying to remember if it was. You have cuisine. Oh my gosh. Well, that's annoying. Well, I guess I'm just using heavy dust here. She needs to master it, that's the big thing, because she's been stuck on that for quite a while. Look, I'm going to use Backdraft. This is going to do a lot of damage. Just take it. Thank you. Just take all the damage I'm about to give you. I don't know if this cures slow. I don't think it does. No, it doesn't. Yeah, you need to use time magic to take care of that. Ow. If that other blade hit, he would have been down. And okay, it's not cuisine. Thank goodness it's not cuisine. Pierce through, because why not? Really? I don't think that really made much of a difference, but alright. How about you don't get a turn? You went from being hasted to having no haste at all. You're slower than Douglas there. And, well, 50 damage for that. Alright. Backdraft's always more powerful than just trying to hit somebody. And that's still... oh my, I rolled low. I can't be rolling low. Oh. Got a crit on that second one. Nice.
This was definitely not our lucky day. Kupo!
Oh. Dadgummit. Yeah, not good. At least it was only HP, but jeez, that's not good. Heaven's Cloud and Hades Bow. Mastered Ninja Combo. Got Heavy Dust. Got some ninja gear. The funny thing is, despite that being called ninja... Anyway. Despite being called ninja gear, doesn't teach ninjas anything. I don't know why. Alright. Before we do our story bit, I want to look at it. Oh, okay. There we go. Actually, I will take that. I'll trade that for defend. Because I can avoid taking my defenders. Fight is a whole other thing. Okay. I found out with this here, the only way this reloads is if you do the link stuff. So if you're playing this single player and you have no other way to like link with somebody, you only get one round of this and that's it. Outside of that, and you're able to link, it doesn't matter how many times you link, it will reload this. So, it's always something to keep in mind. But, yeah, it's a one and done if you don't have a way to link up with somebody. Which is unfortunate. And I get that they're trying to, at this point, they're trying to promote, like, doing the link missions, which I can't show because of the way we're playing, but which is a right shame, but I get it. Okay, you have mastered double hand. So, yeah, we're gonna go back to being a paladin. We're going back and forth between these two quite a bit. But for good reason. I could get Monkey Grip with this one. Monkey Grip would just give the ability to wield two-handed weapons one-handed. So you could also wield a sword. You know what? I'm gonna do this real quick. It's gonna sound weird. Well, it may be weird. But it's gonna be like, well, just hear me out. We're gonna do this. Oh, wait a minute. This does teach a ninja something. I was thinking of the dart gear. My bad. Okay. So it does teach ninjas something. It teaches them last haste, which is actually nice. And bone crusher for fighters. Oh, dang it. Do I? You know what? Bone crusher is better than counter, honestly. So... I hate when I am so indecisive about this. Oh, well. I'm gonna be very bizarre about this. Give me a sec. I might want to be careful about that. Yeah, if fire is illegal and I just do a normal attack, I'm in trouble. That's why I was like, wait a minute. Gauntlets and dash. And we'll go over here. And instead of strike back, I can do bone crusher. And bone crusher, you do still take weapon damage, but your counterattack is way stronger. This, in its own way, can be better than Strike Back. Strike Back only works with fight. And, as you can see, ineffective versus A abilities, which, at this point in the story, you're going to see a lot of A abilities. So it actually is going to be better for us to do... not battle attack. Chivalry. It's probably going to be better for us to do Bone Crusher. Genuinely. And honestly, as much as I want Double Sword, it's going to take Sammy so long to actually go through Double Sword. So, we're probably better off just keeping Marsh as that. I was gonna just get him the stuff to become a ninja eventually so I could have him get Double Sword, which I still will do if we have the time for it through this playthrough. I don't know if I have enough time for 2 people to go through it. But the funny thing is like, if you're training a new ninja and you do have the Nosada, you can pretty much, in the span of teaching them every single one of these veils, he'd learn Double Sword by the end of it. Or before the end of it. And you can just expedite him mastering the class. So. I am going to swap this out for a better weapon. Because... Really? I did not think weapons gave jump. That is weird. I actually never noticed that. Huh. I'll actually keep that on. I did not really... Man, I need to keep an eye out on that more often. That's such a weird thing. Specifically, the Mithril EP gives jump. Okay. Well, she actually needs a combo, so... Does it actually teach last combo? A killer? Oh, it does. Alright. I'm sorry. You'll be losing a jump, but you'll be gaining a bunch of attack, so... Now you have 6 jump, which is insane. She's gonna be in, like, this is just asinine. Just having 6 jump. That's with the spike boots. But man, I could give her the rubber suit. Nah, the power shows. The power stash is fine. So Wagner. Oh, okay. Yeah, actually, I almost have that mastered. Just wanting to make sure about something. In case. You also mastered a thing. And unfortunately, I am so sorry for giving you a red card. Oh, a yellow card. I can't do that yet. Last letter. That's the thing. Let's do Earth Heal. Okay. Golly. I'm trying to think if there's anything. Well, anyone else that needs to have abilities looked at. Really? I guess. Alright. Douglas. Okay, you're in the middle of doing that. Carlos. No, what's this? I've already looked at that. Hey, Graham. Oh, wait a minute. Graham, you have that mastered, right? Okay. So we get to go a little bit further with you doing this. We can do beat down. Gilbert, you have almost mastered reflex, which is good. Actually, I think that's... Yeah, it is. Okay. At least for now, we'll keep that. And probably what I'll do is... I might actually change him back to a fighter for a little bit to... No, I don't know. Montablack, he's got the things mastered, but I've been trying to get that magic power leveled up as much as I can, because like, he's got a ton of resistance, which is great, but his magic power is kind of bad. There's not much else Montablack can do there. He's got a lot of defensive capabilities, which is one thing, but not much else. But let's go ahead and finish this episode with this mission. The Big Find. He's late. You sure that kid was telling the truth?
His information was very detailed. I trust him.
Here comes our pot of gold now. We've been waiting for you, fugitive. Huh? Waiting?
Yes, we were told you would be coming here.
You may have been let go, but there's still that bounty. Okay. No haste, no soul, no target all. Okay. We can bring Larissa, we can bring Eldna, bring Bellini, we can bring Yuri, and I can bring Darcy. All people that have target area. We're gonna have fun with this. Defeat all enemies. Actually, I didn't even look at what the Are you serious? That was my sleet rod, you daggum fool. Oh, gosh. Hold on. No haste, no soul. Okay. I just wanted to make sure before I started. Once again, because I don't want the same thing happening to where I have a problem. Alright, Ramu. We need to take care of this. You have return magic? Well, too bad it didn't work for you. Gelardo? Gelardo? I don't know exactly how to pronounce that name. All or nothing attack. I will say though, I blame this game a lot of the times for me not being able to pronounce some words because, like, how, what, what are these names? Am I gonna wish I actually had? No, that didn't really matter. What about this Darcy guy up here? I kind of wish I had that. McEnroe? That's a name. Yeah, he's got dark gear. The Swordbreaker's the... I could have got another Wygar. Well, that's unfortunate. But yeah, the Swordbreaker is the one that actually is steel weapon. Not steel ability. Okay, well, I don't know if they actually would go out of their way to do that. I'll be completely honest. But just in case. You know, I don't want to misconstrue what they're capable of. So, they already stole one of my things. I just want to make sure that they are not able to do any of that for the rest of this fight. Because, golly. Okay, yeah. I was in the middle of mastering that, you jerk! Ugh. Well, there's that. I don't think I have another Sleet Rod. And I don't... Let's do this. Sweet spot! Oh, I berserked him. I don't know if that was actually a good idea. Yeah, and Yuri does not have item, so I can't draw another weapon, unfortunately. And there we go. We got just a nice little judge point for that. But McEnroe, I don't know what he's planning. Oh. That's a problem. Well, thank goodness it didn't hit, because that would have been awful. That would have done most of her HP as damage. Steel judge point. Bruh. I don't remember that being a skill, but okay. Well, it looks like I know who I'm going to be trying to eviscerate again because someone else stole something. Jeez, these are a bunch of thieves. And look, I know I've done some of these things in the game, but geez, like, come on. Yeah, she's learning Shiva. Ramu. Wait, did Shiva do? No, it does the same. Well, this is what Shiva looks like. It's a ice warrior, which is interesting. Because usually Shiva is... I'm trying to think of the best way to describe it design-wise. It's very much in the realm of being like a beautiful dancer looking, because she's usually, without a better way of actually putting it, she's somewhat scantily clad, but she's usually kind of, yeah, she's in a dancer's outfit. And it's kind of interesting to see that different design choice. You know what? I could actually probably benefit from destroying all their MP. Oh my gosh. That is not good. That is not good. Oh my goodness. Alright, double cast. Oh, no, why would I do that? Heavy dust. Thunder. Can I actually take a drink? My cup was not. Was kind of just being a little bit rude there. Alright. So, let's just make sure she's gonna be okay. Just have her heal all of that damage back. Whew. 107 damage. That was a lot. I think it was 107. It was something like that. I don't think you need to have that much of an arch, but alright. Say, I'm gonna arc this arrow so crazily no one's ever going to think it's gonna hit the guy. It's like, okay. I guess. And you have strike back. So, I guess just use rush. I guess I could have used blitz to make sure it hit, but potato at this point. McEnroe, are you going to try to air render somebody? And oh my gosh, they do not like her. Why? Why do you hate her so much? You jerk. Nah, of course he's gonna get healed. Probably the best way to go about it is have Darcy dish out a... dish out her attack with on the bishop and just physically attack. Yeah, just teleport things around. Yeah. Like, whatever, man. Okay. Let's do this to make sure I can actually... Well, I can only hit one. That's unfortunate. I can beat McEnroe, or I can beat him. Honestly, getting rid of the guy who heals is probably better. I have plenty of other people who can take out the fighter. Such as Yuri here. 123. Let's go. Oh. That was 145. Did I read that wrong? I think I must have. How did they know I would be here? Who could have told them?
Marsh, are you okay, Kupo?
Was someone just watching me now? Watching me just now? Ugh, this is giving me the creeps. Alright, we did get a black robe out of that. And we got a ton of money, too. Darcy got some reflex. Nice. Ooh, angel ring. I don't really care if we don't petrify. The Goater Saints. Alright. I think, yeah, all that's completed, so we'll throw this... We'll throw this over here. Yes, please, do all the things. Just give me a minute while I go purchase what I need to purchase. Okay, I do have multiple sleet rods. Thank goodness. Well, might as well buy him a few more firewall rods while I'm at it, because golly. Okay. So, that'll be it for this episode. Taking it. I don't have enough time to take on anything more, so. Guko gone. It seems that Guko, the clan Borzi boss, has escaped. A man fitting his description was seen on a small ship leaving for the Barber's Land. Foreign ships. Someone said they saw a big old ship from a foreign land off the eastern coast. I hear the word Red Wings was painted on her bow. Crime rings. The word on the streets that the ship Red Wings is the property of a foreign band of criminals. They better keep their paws off of Ivalice. I don't know if that unlocked things, but it might have. Oh. Well, other than doing the story quest, we definitely have a lot of new things to look at. Let me see. Okay, I still have the bombshell for that. Valuable fake. Perform okay, come on now. Smuggler, bust. We got a lot. Ooh, spring staff. Desert patrol. Godor sands. Oh, we get the flame rod. That one. Oh, good. We can finally have a August spell if we get that taken care of, and that's gonna be in the next one. Cheap lamps. 5 days. Oh, we can easily move 5 days. Let's give this to Wagner. Doing one kind of last minute quest. Dadgummit. Of course it's never that simple. Dadgummit. Alright, well. What am I? Oh my gosh, game. Why? Why? And you put me... Hence why sometimes I don't like the laws in this game. It's like, are you freaking serious? This is an R6 penalty. I don't have anything to deal with that. Alright. This might be a bit of an odd one. I'm still gonna put people in. But don't mind who I'm putting in at the moment. I'm gonna see if I can take care of it. If not, this is just a random fight. So I hope nothing bad's gonna happen if I play it. But I would be getting red cards left and right. I'm not doing that. Yeah, I can only take care of the charm. I cannot take a damage to animal. No. Well, this is what happens when you See that? Oh my gosh. Like, again, it's... I need to get that damage to animal card if I can. Well, that was a total failure. And I wasn't wanting to do that fight. Dadgummit. Alright, cheap blast. Wagner got magic power plus. Fantastic. Oh my gosh. Sorry. Why would I add that? Well, there's an R5. Okay. I will be taking that. This is gonna be a little bit... that's a rate of 12, though. Dude, that is expansive. R2... As much as I don't want to do that. Throw in a color magic, and I'll throw in fire. Ugh, golly. At least it's not at least it's not a rate of 48. Golly, dude. I get it, but hey, you gonna get me, like, buy me out of house and home just to get some of those cards. I didn't think we would end up having to do that. That's the first time I actually had to flee a fight. But I wasn't going to send half my people to jail just to get rid of those monsters. So I guess and the one thing I could have done, and I was not willing to do it, which is why another reason I'm just like, no, we ain't doing that, is try to group them all together, had Eldna, and just double cast. That way she could take care of all of them at once. She would get only one red card and get sent to jail for it. But again, I didn't want to do that. Thankfully, that was not a story-related quest. Otherwise, we really would have been in trouble. I've had that happen before when I originally played that in this game. I've had the law just screw me over like that. But anyway. That's beside the point. That is it for today. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. You have a phenomenal day. You take care. Later.